Welcome, guys and girls. That's where we left off at the end of the last episode after completing a bit on the last side. Today's date is actually the 30th of September. 360, Xbox One, PS4, all the latest gen consoles. So for that reason, we are going to be looking at obviously trying to complete Assassin's Creed Revelation.
I have left Constantinople to strike. But, as ever, I put stock only in myself, and hold the memory of dear Sophia close to my heart. Claudia, you would laugh to hear the racing thoughts of your brother now. I have come to admire Sophia with more affection than I thought possible. After the death of Christina, something withered in me. But that feeling, that capacity for love, has returned. I adore Sophia, but dare not drag her into this life of mine. Not without fear of hurting her, or driving her away.
So, as you can see, hair. Start sequence 7. As I try to remove a hair. And a very
X-Men.
So, the hidden city. Pursuing Manuel Paleologos, Ezio's come to a region called Cappadocia. Locate the missing Ottoman spies and work with them to find the Templars. Do not get detected. So, as you can see, we are in Cappadocia. And if you see me coughing, do not worry if you cannot hear it. I'm just having to mute it because I don't want to deafen you guys. A couple of weeks ago, we picked up a cold and pretty much easily and quickly got rid of it. And unfortunately, can't get rid of the cough that comes along with it. So, as you see, Ezio in his initial regale. As you can see, we have the hidden blades, and including the hook blade. And we still have all of our weapon options. Now, we are going to try and do things a little bit more quietly than normal. So, as you can see, we have on our shortcuts listing, at the top there, the hidden blade. To the right, the throwing knives. Left, we have our poison darts. And at the bottom there, we have our crossbow. So, armor and everything is fully stocked up. There are going to be a few items that you can only obtain in this particular area that we are going to definitely try and make sure that we obviously get hold of and actually don't miss out on. Now, as you can see, as we make our way up, you can see obviously on the minimap where we have to go to, but you can also see as we are coming up there are a few little areas that are greyed out. As you can see just here, we have an animus item, and as you can see to the left hand side, we also have that little red area which indicates a Templar area. So definitely going to need, as you guys can see right here, do a little bit of not figuring out, but more case of exploration. And some of you may, from the previous videos, notice my voice is a little bit deeper. Again, that's down to this cough. Which is becoming exceedingly annoying. So, as we make our way inside, we are, as you guys can already see, 6 minutes into this particular little episode, but as I did say right at the start there, we are going to look and try to obviously complete as much as possible of Assassin's Creed Revelations. But as you can see, as we enter, we have two guards there, a huge fortification just here. Notice that apart from obviously guards, we also have a black market bombsmith who has appeared. Now obviously we're going to need to get about. If there is a distinct lack of guards, it's going to make things a lot easier. So it is going to be a little bit.
I've been using your gun.
You! Alice! Oh!
As you can see, they stand. These guys are a little bit smart. They stand just a little bit too far apart, so you can't get both of them. And as you can see, it ends up in desynchronization. Now there is a bit of an echo. As you can see, it's kind of spooked a few people.
What is it this?
And as you can see, this particular annoying gentleman,
I
as
see
you get
him!
closer, sorry, that one caught me unawares. As you can see, he's a lot tougher than what they look like. So, definitely going to need to be a little bit more stealthy than what we have done so far. But as you can see, we do have that little indicative question mark telling us exactly where we need to go. And you can see a few dead bodies have alerted some of the guards. And as you can see, a couple of these guys are a lot more stronger than what we would hope for. We'll scoot back to our hidden blades. These guys are close enough for a double takedown, so we are going to do that.
Stop it!
But luckily enough, we are also hidden, as you can see, behind this little bit of wall. So this guy is not going to have a clue what is going on.
Eternity in hell will be your ultimate reward. You won't escape.
Let's have a nice and good fight. Except for Edzo is not supposed to kill civilians. What do you think you're doing? So, throw knives. I didn't even realise we'd actually use some.
I must run.
Definitely use a crossbow bolts, that I do know. And here is another guard that we are very quickly going to take out. A few more items from this young gentleman, or lack thereof gentleman. Now obviously, as you can see, we only have the question mark, we have the doctor that's now come up. I don't think I saw this a minute ago.
The price of excellence
have
can only be measured.
A fabrol, or otherwise known as a blacksmith. So quickly repair our armour. We'll just have a quick look. Anything else? Yes, the Safahi riding spoulders, i.e. the chest guard as well, which is quite expensive as you can see. 17,002 Ake and 18,216 Ake. So, first things first, use most of our money. We're going to get the chest guard in first. Obtained, but that's, as you can see, down to a lack of money. So, very quickly making our way through. As you can see, we actually have a brand new small weapon, which is the Afghani Kyber blade. Unfortunately, this comes in at 11,040 Ake, so it is something that we're going to need to try and get our hands on while we are here in Cappadocia.
I'll just count again.
Weapons are unlocked at the Assassin's headquarters, as you can see. A couple of new items. But as you guys can see, we need to try and start making our way.
What's happening to Mamluk?
No, get up there, Ezio. Towards just here. So as we make our way towards the start of the memory point, we come across another guard, who this time is silently dealt with. And as you can see, we also have a bomb crafting table icon that has now appeared, which is somewhere along here. Now, as you can see, we don't have any of the options around the bomb crafting table like we do outside of Cappadocia, so we can't access any of our assassin recruits. But you can also see have a few guards along here. And we also have, just here, another animus object. Now, one thing you guys would have noticed is a distinct lack of actual items shown up on the minimap itself.
But I quit drinking a month ago. Why am I still seeing?
So as you can see, this is where we're supposed to go. Yet there is nothing and no one here. So, the only thing we can naturally assume, as per normal, is that we are too high. Or, as the case may be, not high enough. So, as we make our way further up, continually making our way further up, as you see, we are now climbing way above the outside, a lot more, I should say, than where we were a minute ago. Now, as you guys can see, just here we have a box. This is actually the first one we've come across. And it's going to give us Indian gunpowder and 167 acid. So, not too bad. Oh, that's going to hurt. I knew as soon as I did that jump, as soon as it hit the wall. So, as you can see, our first death in Cappadocia. Coffee, the finest organic suspension ever created. So, we start again. And as you can see, our first slingshot off of zipline into a stealth kill. Narrowly making it to that point. Come on, Ezio. There we go. So as you guys can see, making our way round to where we actually missed the last time. There we go. Making it this time. Well done, Ezio. And as you can see, up is where we have to go. To a point. And as we make our way up, we finally hit the synchronization point, which is where we were heading, if I can get my words out. And as you can see, a very, very quick synchronization. So now we need to locate Tarek's spies. Now, as you can see, we know that they're going to be behind us. We can make our way down here, or, and as you can see, there is a huge amount of guards after that initial failure, I should say, of being stealthy. They are literally everywhere. So obviously we've got a couple just here. A couple just there. They are literally, as I said, everywhere.
What's his problem? He's killing himself moving like that.
So, as we make our way around, we do need to be careful. Because as you can see, these guards are smart. They have paths that cross. Taking them out from distance is going to be a good idea. Trying to find somewhere where we can actually take them out is also a good idea. But not always the easiest to do. So, sticking it on Eagle Vision, as you can see, we have a few guys here that are highlighted just nicely. I'll get my words out. Not spite. How about you, ma'am? Nope. You, sir? Nope. Found him. So now we need to confront the spy. But as you can also see, we have just here a bank. So a quick talk with the banker, and we'll see if we have any money. 58,000. Thank you very much. That's going to be very much appreciated.
Not so close, Adi Herif.
Easy now. Tarek sent me.
Only you? Why not more?
I am enough. Where are your men?
Captured by Byzantines over a week ago. I was just to look like a slave and managed to escape. But the others... Are you a capable fighter?
I like to think so.
Well, when you are certain, come find me.
So, an easy 950 Ake, just by chasing this young lady down. As you can see, the hidden city and entrance has not gone to full synchronization because we were detected. But as you guys can see, we now have revenue deposit made, 0 Ake in the bank vault. Well, we know that.
I can't die.
So as you can see, leaving a trail of bodies. And as I said, you do need to actually be quick.
No, nothing.
Because if you're not quick enough, ouch, you will get enough of them, but you won't be able to get all of them.
You win! Addio!
Oh, ricochet.
Run!
But as you can see, they now know, if they didn't already, that we are here.
Necrotic battle! Die!
Oh, he's back. And he's brought a friend. So, they do know that we're here now. If they didn't, they do now. A sudden lack of guards in the area should be enough of a telltale sign. But as we just reload on what we've used a moment ago and increase our Ake, we will be going and looking at what we have in the blacksmith and see.
I'll teach you to rob our victims.
Really?
I'm not here. Save your child, sweet mother. I want
So as I say, once we're finished, we're going to go back to that blacksmith and we are going to you know what? Each crossbow bolt.
in my sight to
Really?
take our pickings.
You would have thought these guards would have learned by now.
How dare you leave on after?
I can't die!
Like, that isn't what I wanted you to do.
Gattara, assassins!
So wow, we've just had another revenue deposit made into the bank. You missed it. So as I say, we just had another revenue drop into the bank. So just going to make sure that don't pick him up. Etienne, put him down. Just going to make sure that we've got everything from everyone here. Except him. There you go. Right. And as crazy as it may seem, back to the bank. You guys might think I'm nuts for doing it this way, but as you guys can see, by doing it this way, we now have 94,000 hatchets. While we are here, one thing we haven't as of yet done is visit the Doctore. So, quick heal.
Ah yes, much better, friend. You'll see. How may I help with it?
And it suddenly got warm in this room. Our items are fully stocked. There's nothing we need from the doctor here. There's nothing new to unlock. But there is another guard. So definitely cutting the amount of
That's horrid.
Templars that are down here, especially over the last several minutes. Now we need that blacksmith wherever he's gone. And as you can see, we have one blacksmith, we have one bookstore that's right down the end here. The bank is pretty much central. We also have a tailor right at the top here, and quite a few doctors dotted around. So it is the blacksmith that we are after at the moment, who is in that direction. So we'll make our way very quickly.
That is truly depraved.
Doesn't matter whether it's robbing the dead, it's all about taking out the Templars. And as you can see, we have a couple of them just here.
Try this spade I got from that guy.
So, a little bit of self-discipline, repairing all of our armour, and as you can now see, getting hold of the Sipahi riding spoilers to give us that final upgrade and the final piece of the Sipahi armour. Now, having a quick look, as you can see, sledgehammer, we can now upgrade all of the weapons that we have, and as you can see, to the current weapon we have, the Janissary's Kijil is actually going to give us +3 on damage, and it's equal in speed and deflection. But obviously, if we have a little look, some of the other weapons are going to basically match up with it. So obviously the Byzantine Armored Sword is the sword that we picked up a little while ago, right at the beginning of this episode when we made our way in initially, but it's not the actual weapon that we started off with. We actually started off with this one. Now, although the Persian Shamshir sword doesn't have a lot of damage, it is fast and it does have a good deflection rate. But obviously we are looking for something a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Stable is probably the wrong word, but it's close to what I'm saying. Evened out, I think, across damage, speed and deflection. And as you can see, some of them are actually pretty good. So what we are going to do is very quickly use most of our money, and as you can see, that has taken most of our money to get most of those weapons. And obviously, as you can see, damage of 4, speed of 2, deflection of 2. If you guys do get deafened because I have to cough when I have to cough, and there's not a lot I can do about it, I do apologise. We are going to dive back to the Sicilian Rapier, because as you can see, this particular sword has 3 damage, 4 deflection, 4 in speed, and by every other standard, it is pretty good against everything else, because as you can see, almost everything has a negative in one point or another unless it matches that particular sword. So that's not bad. We are going to take that. As you guys can see, everything here apart from wherever it was. Here, the Afghani Kyber blade. We need 11,040 Aker. We're actually at 11,100. How do I not have enough money? 11160 11040. Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong price, that's why. It's actually 12,144 Aker. Yeah, that really helps, doesn't it? Right. So, crossbow, ammunition, as you see, crossbow bolts. Wow, we're actually halfway through our stockpile. So, definitely fill those up. And that's pretty much everything. Now, if you remember, these guys have a significant presence just here. But this is obviously because of the proximity of that building. Look at me, like, what's going on here? And I'm just like, I'm just going to take you out anyway. Even without firing, we still took him out. Anyone else want to give it a try? Yes? No? Okay. Right, so.
How dare you rob the dead? Testamenos!
So, as I was saying, now on to
We'll suffer infinitely for this.
while we wait for the next drop of coinage into the bank. Making our way. And as you saw, this guy actually too far away to really care. And we actually have 3 of them just here. I think. No, just 2.
You are ready to get caught in the middle. Wretched life is ended. It is punishment enough.
Ouch.
Go!
That's from doing what you just said. And that's for you thinking that you could actually get away with what you were about to do. And as if we actually needed it right here, right now, we now actually have
That is truly depraved.
another guard. Where is your... So as you can see, we can actually pick his sword up.
I'd be better off somewhere else.
Better search for bandages.
Scaring literally the living daylights out of everyone.
Well, for once we didn't Anyone see the killer?
Using a few of his power moves that we've not actually had a chance to use in this game, because as you guys will see, a lot of Assassin's Creed Revelations is about being a lot more stealthier than what you could be in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed 2, and it's just, what are you up to? Why are you highlighting? Aha! And we have fused cherry bomb, tripwire Datura bombs, impact splinter bombs, and sticky splinter bombs. Wow.
You don't have it. Alright.
Oh, I have the coin, I just don't need it. So as you can
Did
see,
you happen to see that? We caught another of the Sultan's spies lurking about. A woman this time, disguised as a harlot of low birth.
Sending his harem girls now, eh? It seems the Sultan is running out of skilled fighters. Where did you take her?
Inside, into the prisons. But she won't last long. Not with Shakulu in charge.
the spy who shunned me. The spy definitely makes things a little bit harder. So first things first, we need to find out exactly where she is. And as you can see, we have to make our way through this restricted area. Luckily enough, no guards.
How soon before my soldiers are trained to use those guns?
A few weeks at most.
Janissaries will know I have betrayed them by now. But do they have the resources for retribution?
Doubtful. The Sultan's battle with Selim commands most of their attention.
What the hell is that smell?
Apologies, Manuel. Some of these Ottoman prisoners are so fragile.
Shakuru, try to moderate your anger. I know the Sultan humiliated your people, but there is no need to spit on men who are beneath us.
You take the woman from the prison and bring her to the chapel.
Shakulu, I don't have the key.
Find it!
So,
Who has the key? You?
I think Nicholas has it. He's on leave in the market.
Christemu, I'd like to run that man through with a spear.
Hey, talk to yourself, that's it.
so as you can see, we now need to find Nikolaos. So heading back exactly the same way to which we just literally came. And very quickly trying to make our way across, as you guys can see. Shush! And again, full synchronization is now out the window. So you see how careful you actually have to be. You? Not you. And as you can see, he actually stopped here. But now I need to retrieve the prison key by any means.
Put the fear of God back into them.
Napari! I've been wrong!
But now I need to return to the prison key.
That's a kid, yeah. That's a You will.
And very easily, quickly, return back to where we were.
Did I just see that?
Yes, you did just see that. So, all the way back again, as you guys can see. So there is a lot to and fro when you do get to this point. But unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do about it. So, wow, this cough is so annoying. So as you can see, we now have the guards that have disappeared, and as you can see, we do have a few unfortunate Ottomans that have met their end, shall we say. And here we have...
You took your time.
You are welcome.
Aman Allah. What is that?
Not everyone was taken prisoner.
Poor men. Allah Siti Kutsasım. That Turkmen renegade did this. Shah Kulu. I'll kill him!
Wait.
Wow. So you can see 50% sync with this. Obviously you guys can, if you have done exactly the same as I have, and incurred 50% sync, obviously get your 100% sync by revisiting the missions as you can with all of them through Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood and Revelations, by accessing them from the DNA system itself.
He's crazy.
And as you can see, very easily, quickly making our way across most of Cappadocia, and as you can see just here,
He's gone mad.
somewhere just here, I can hear it but can you see it? Because it's just here hiding.
Most
Couple of
intriguing,
animals.
but why not just walk?
Taking us up to 35 out of 100. So, Ezio, get up there. What is wrong with you? Get up. So, we now have... Ooh, enough. So, let's have a look at our second box. The second one we found. 418 Aked and Arabian gunpowder. So as we make our way up, we find Velara perched just here.
You do not cooperate very well.
I'm here to rescue my men, not make friends. Right there.
That armor is too thick for bullets. I will have to get in close.
Jonas, we have to help him.
So, Shakula is torturing the remaining Ottoman prisoners. Kill Shakula before any more die. Do not let Janos lose more than half his health. Which means we need to get in pretty close. So, we are going to be looking at doing that momentarily. But obviously, before we obviously look at doing that, we are going to need to make sure that everything is up to date. Now, as you guys can see, this is the area where we are. You can see that there is a Dottore pretty close, and I was going to go and get Ezio's health free back, but it looks like the game's already pre-done for me. That must mean that this
You do not cooperate very well.
I'm here to rescue my men, not make friends. Right there.
That armor is too thick for bullets. I I will have to get in close.
Jonas, we have to help him.
So, as we mentioned a moment ago, we need to make sure we get there before any more people die. Come on, Ezio. Except for Ezio, it doesn't seem to want to play ball. Two. Three. And as you can see, full synchronization has now failed. With Janus is now over half of his health. And Galuka is now dead, as we use the weight
Men who make a
and
fetish
gravity
out of murder deserve no pity.
to allow us to input our hidden blade. Skilled warrior, that I will give him. And as you can see, unable as of at this moment to actually access crossbow or any other additional weapons. As you can see, what is now the killing blow into the spine from behind.
Sen çok yaşadın Lara.
Can you walk?
Evet.
The rifles you brought, they should be destroyed.
Most of them don't actually work. But the gunpowder is real. We could not fake that.
Bene. Keep out of sight until you hear the explosions. Then you run.
Explosions? If you do that, all hell will break loose. You'll panic the entire city.
See, I am counting on it.
And then what?
Then I find Manuel Paleologos.
So, Shakula is now dead. Again, 50%, but we're not too worried about that. We can always, as I said, go back later on and be able to complete these specific missions. As you can see, we've earned some ingredients. Templars have launched an attack on Genoa and Lisbon, and unfortunately we don't have the options at this moment to obviously go and try and resolve those. We've also had a monetary drop into the bank, so first things first, let's go grab that monetary drop. Actually, if we head for the blacksmith, we should be able to see the bank on the way. So we need to go that way. So, as we make our way across, there is our bomb crafting table.
A bit old to be moving about, no? Why would you do that?
That's a man, not a Costa. Have you no shame? That's a Kibia! That's a bit rash.
Now hopefully... That's going a lot higher than I anticipated. But down is definitely where we need to go.
Please, God, let me.
And there, actually a lot higher than what I anticipated as well.
I've seen him.
And here is the bank.
Dev, what is he doing?
He is trying to get to the banker. Extremely quickly, by the way. So, another 27,000 that chair. And now, to get to the blacksmith. So as you can see, bypassing start of the mission for this moment in time.
Next I will see a dance right.
Madman.
I think I've actually gone past it.
Is he sane?
Yep, I've gone past it.
Get him! Corner the rat! Madman.
Maybe.
He's been in the Rocky Valley.
From the darkest corners of the city.
Many far from the border.
Animals item.
You will not find fairer prices than these, friends. Just look at my wares and see for yourself.
Ouch. Right, that does it. You were saying? Right, an impromptu battle. Leading us to more repairs. That, and if you guys remember, finally, hopefully, enough to get at least one or two of these. Unfortunately, with the amount that it's going to cost us, we won't be able to do everything, but I do want to get hold of the Afghani Khyber blade, so we're going to be grabbing that instead, stacking the money that we've got. And you want away, quickly checking the ingredients.
Refer me to your friends, eh?
Moving back to the mission itself at hand. Not going to worry too much about buying one crossbow bolt because, as you can see, we managed to get that back just by using that one bolt. Come on then. So, with that being done and said, I'm going to leave those bodies right there because it's going to be more hassle to try and loot them than it is to actually try. Yeah, so jump down. Thank you. As I said, it's going to be more hassle to try and loot them than it is to actually try and... Oh, we need to go up anyway. Oh well. Here we go. Where was I? Yes, more hassle to try and loot them than it is to actually try and not loot them. And so as you can see, this is where we need to be for the start of the mission. So as you can see,
Cigar! Cigar! This is gunpowder, not millet! I got it!
and as you can see now, we now know where we have to go. The weapons taken from the Ottomans have been locked away. Infiltrate the weapons depot and destroy the gunpowder. Do not take any damage. For full synchronization. So as you can see, we have to get to the top of there to be able to make our way across to get all the way over to where they are now loading. Ooh, and I've just seen another animus item. The gunpowder. It's going to make things slightly more interesting. Because as you guys would have seen a little while ago, we had a little bit of fun trying to get up here. And if you do misjudge one of those jumps, as you guys can see, it can lead to a very, very untimely death for Ezio. So, here we are at the first point. Making our way across the very first part. Oh, Ezio, do not be doing that. Now we have to shoot down here. I'm so glad he finally grabbed hold of that. So as you can see, we have now made our way inside. We have our throwing knives.
Hey! Don't let him escape!
So if you throw knives and a crossbow bolt later, these four annoyances are dealt with. As you saw by holding the triangle button for the throwing knife, like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, we can actually charge it up. Unfortunately, unlike Assassin's Creed, the original game, you can't actually do anything with regards to actually, you know, being able to one-hit people with, unfortunately, the throwing knives. And although I cannot see it to save my life, I can definitely hear it. There is a chest or an item or something around here. And I can only assume it is higher up. Because we can't get in down there.
He seems quite well up. You pay with your life. I will get him.
Oh, and here we go. One.
Now, do it.
Why do we all
And it's absolutely fantastic because I can still hear, and I'm sure you guys can too, that little tingling, which does indicate that there is something around here to get hold of. As you guys remember, the first point we actually got to Cappadocia, I did mention that once you complete these missions, unless you go back through the DNA system, you will not be able to come back here. It isn't an area that you can actually freely travel to like you could in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or Assassin's Creed 2. So, it has to be somewhere up here, and I can assume it's this. Actually, sounds like it's that incendiary explosive required. Use the explosive to destroy the gunpowder. Ouch. Ezio, you're supposed to be getting ready to close in. And as you can see, another two dealt with and down. So as we make our way up, three sets of throwing knives, and they're done and dealt with. So as you guys can see, pretty much at the top of where we needed to be. We can no longer hear that chingling, so we can assume that that little chingling was in fact the bombs that we needed. And as you can see, actually making our way across far enough to make it worthwhile. So that is what. Gonna get rid of you. A low warning. Everyone. And literally just as we managed to hit that one health bar, someone has to hit us to take it further down. But as you can see, none of them have stood to the supremacy and superiority of Ezio Auditore Daplanese, and they are all dead, for lack of a better term. As you can see, very easily filling up on what we have. Ooh, wrong button. Except for the one main item. Health. So, even though we have used a couple of health vials, which we haven't had to use that many of, we are very easily equipped dealing with all of these would-be guys who think they're better than us. Oh, hit one of them. That's him dealt with, that's him dealt with. And that should keep him at a distance. So, two more down. Actually, look, count. So the amount of guys that we've actually taken out. So I guess that is the right way. Supposed to do something here. Aha! Impact. Wow!
Sabotage, Manuel. You need to take cover.
Get out of my way! Citizens, soldiers, compose yourselves. Do not give in to fear. We are the true shepherds of Constantinopolis. We are the lords of this land. We are Byzantines! Morayo, stand fast. Do not let anyone break your... Stop that man! Cut it down!
And as you can see, Ezio making his way towards Manuel Paleologos. And as he's trying to calm his people amid the chaos of the explosions, a perfect opportunity to kill him and recover the final Masyaf key. Do not take any damage. Which is pretty much what most of this entire series of missions
You're not getting past him. He won't get
is about. And as you can see, we need to reduce the distance between us and Paleologos.
Stop and think for a moment. Think about the lives you have disrupted today. The anarchy you have sown here. Now! I'm going back to selling anything else.
And as you can see, they have now decided that they no longer want anything to do with it. So, up and over, and as you make our way down, here is Manuel Paleologos with nowhere to go.
You take advantage of a poor and displaced people, using us to further your own vain quest. But we fight for dignity, Assassin. We fight to restore peace to this troubled land.
Templars are always quick to talk of peace, but very slow to concede power.
Because power begets peace, Flaka. It cannot happen in reverse. These people would drown without a firm hand to lift them up and keep them in line.
There he is. The monster I came to kill.
Come! I've just done him. Oh. I should have been Constantine's successor. He had so many plans.
Your dream dies with you, Manuel. Your empire is gone.
Ah. But I am not the only one with this vision, Assassin. The dream of our order is universal. Ottoman, Byzantine. These are only labels. Costumes and facades. Beneath these trappings, all Templars are part of the same family.
Enough prattling. I am here for the Masyaf key.
Then take it. Take it. And seek your fortune. See if you get within 100 leagues of that library before one of us finishes you off.
So, Manuel Paleologos. And we have retrieved the last key.
Poor Manuel. Last of the Paleologi. I should not have put him in charge of our Masyaf expedition. He was an arrogant man. Impossible to keep in line.
Disappoint me, Ahmed. Why the Templars?
Because I am tired of all of these pointless blood feuds that pit father against son, brother against brother. To achieve true peace, mankind must think and move as one body, with one mastermind. The secrets in the Grand Temple will give us just that. And Altair will lead us there.
Delusions. Altair's secrets are not for you.
I am not interested in arguing, Ezio. I am here for the Masyaf keys.
Keys? Are there more than this one?
So I have heard. Perhaps I should ask someone who knows better. Sofia Sarto. Is that her name?
She knows nothing. Leave her be.
We shall see.
I will kill you if you touch her!
I know you'll try.
So, the Templars, now led by Prince Harmet, have threatened to kill Sophia if Ezio does not hand over the Masyaf keys. Leave Cappadocia and make haste to Constantinople. Do not lose more than half of your health. So, as you can see, it looks like we have a fight on our hands. And as well as Ezio does with his hidden blade, we are going to select the sword. Because it is going to make things a lot easier. This is what you get. So, someone somewhere thinks they've seen something, and as you can see, more guards.
Get him! Master! He's losing us! Ha! Now
So, as we decide to make our way back, we try and get up here. Interruption. So, ingredients earned. And as you can see, we have to make our way through this smoke encrusted city. Try and get to this point, and as you can see, with the exertion that Ezio is giving out, it is making things a lot more difficult. So do not lose more than half of your health. As you can see, we barely make our way through most of it as we go through to the opening. Out into the fresh air. We need to return to the ship. But as you can see, there is a stack of Templar agents right here. So, quickly fleeing, using the rocks to basically give us exactly what we need. Need to face squeeze view from the last point into the 5th Masyaf key. Taking us into the last point at which Atayaya Ibn Ahad.
Niccolo Polo. Our time together was brief, I know. But I have faith this codex will answer the many questions you have yet to ask.
Altair, this gift is invaluable. Grazie.
So, where will you go next?
Back to Constantinople for a time. We will establish a guild there before returning to Venezia.
Your son Marco will be eager to hear his father's wild stories.
He is a little young for such tales, but one day soon, see?
Father, a vanguard of Mongols has broken through. The village is overrun.
Niccolo, your cargo and provisions are waiting for you by the village gates. We will escort you there.
Thank you, Mentor.
Ready the catapults and watch for my signal. Stay close.
So, we need to escort the Polos safely. Niccolo and Maffeo follow, the Polo brothers. So as you heard, the Mongols...
I need your help!
Where do they cut cords like that? Isfahan?
This way.
As you can see, the apple of order of Eden, sorry, becoming extremely useful in the hands of Altair ibn La'aha. So as we make our way,
this way.
Down towards the gates of Masyaf, we can see our assassin brothers.
Over here! On here!
Let's move.
Being dealt with.
Let's go.
So as you can see, Paolo brothers nearly losing their lives, but definitely full health. So,
Father, are you hurt?
Give me a moment.
a long walk and or run from a man of Altair's
end of an
ancient
era.
years.
When I was very young, I was foolish enough to believe that our creed would bring an end to all these conflicts. If only I possessed the humility to say to myself, I have seen enough for one life. I have done my part. Then again, there is no greater glory than fighting to find the truth.
We are ready.
A last favor, Niccolo. Take these with you and guard them well. Hide them if you must.
Artifacts?
Of a kind. They are keys. Each one imbued with a message.
A message for whom?
I wish I knew.
So as you can see, Ezio has a 5th Masyaf key, and his last memory sequence of Altair ibn La'ahad is now complete. And as you can see, Altair at a
Forgive
very,
the
very
haste
old
of my
age.
handwriting, Claudia. Much has transpired, and little of it good. I am on a ship bound for Constantinople, in pursuit of a man whose treachery has eluded me until now. Prince Ahmed, Suleiman's uncle, is the man leading Templars here. He is the mastermind behind their Masyaf expedition, and he will stop at nothing to retrieve the keys, all of which are now in assassin hands. So what holds me back? Why do I not take the keys to Masyaf myself and be done with these fools? Because I have been careless. Because the Templars know about Sophia, and they are looking for her. Oh, Claudia, if anything should happen to her, I could not live with myself. I have dragged her into a war she knows nothing about. And it will be my burden to bear if she comes to any harm.
So, sequence 8, the end of an era. And as you can see, we arrive at Constantinople.
Citizens of the Empire and travelers from foreign lands take heed. By order of the Janissaries, new restrictions apply to all who travel to and from the city. Note that a reward of 10,000 akçe will be given without question to anyone who brings in information that leads to the immediate arrest of the suikastçı, Ezio Auditore.
And as you can see, 10,000 akçe is now placed on his head.
Certainly, I do not mind the local custom.
New items are now unlocked at the tailor shop. And we will definitely be dealing with you. We also have, apart from another cash incentive drop into a bank, our Assassin's recruits are back. And as you guys can see, somewhere around here, or here, depending on which way I can get up here, and how quickly we can get up here, just here, here we go. We actually have our pigeon coops back, and hopefully, apart from all of the missions that we were doing, as you can see, do you know it is still a city under siege? So we are just going to send 3 assassins over to secure this particular city. Lisbon is under siege. So we're going to need 4 assassins for that particular city. And as you can see, that is pretty much our hold right there. So next we have Athens, as we make our way down. But before I get that far down, I actually, apart from obviously getting our cities under control, will next be looking to take over I'll get my buttons to work. We will be looking to take over the city of Tunis. So, after Tunis we have Tripoli. So we're actually going to try and start making our way around the Mediterranean, because we never actually got this far before with regard to the actual control of the Mediterranean. So as we just make our way
well, for once, I'm speechless.
Here we go. Well, right, so here we have another 27,000.
See you next time.
We also have, apart from a few guards, Taylor, who we've not yet been to, which we do have new items unlocked. As you can see, we now have a knife belt upgrade. This is going to cost us 10,069 Ache. So as you can see, taking a little while, obviously, to get everything. We also have the large medicine pouch. Obviously, these pouches are a little bit more. Less than obviously the knife belt, but definitely something we need to get our hands on. So we have a blacksmith on our nearby. That's the dottore, which means the blacksmith should be just here. So a quick repair of our armour. And last, no. New armor, 48,000, and as you can see, out of all of the weapons here, Condottieri or axe is at 19,941 Ache. But you will also notice that all of the other weapons have now been taken, apart from this one. So we are going to very quickly grab hold of this and go back to where it was gone, our Sicilian rapier, I should say. And quick look, no more knives, crossbow, ammunition, throwing knives. We're going to need a few of those because of the recent upgrade.
Please come
And that
back
is
anytime.
pretty much it that we are going to need from the actual blacksmith at the moment. We do have, which we didn't do in the last section, is to actually go and look at the tailor. Sorry, not tailor, the bookstore for any maps. So get hold of any additional maps or anything that may have been missed in Cappadocia. So as we make our way around, there is supposed to be.
Come, be here. The latest.
Oh, Father, is that you?
Somewhere along here, a bookstore. So this is a landmark, and as you can see, we can't actually buy this at the moment. But according to this, there is also a bookstore here. And if there is, I'm actually a little bit perplexed to where it's actually going to be. According to this is a Gull Mosque, and the bookstore is just here. Gull Mosque, bookstore. So according to this, we need to go up 4. We still need to go up. What is going on? Okay, Confucius.com. Aha. That would be why. So as you can see, the polo symbols, Church 1. Locate the polo symbols and unlock the book's location. So obviously, this is why we have a symbol of a book. Now we need to find. It's not going to be that one. It's not going to be that one. Somewhere, just here. It has to be that one. Yep, it's that one. And how can I tell it's that one? Well, it's the only one that's not on a wall. So making our way down. And I do think we've already got this, but if we haven't, we haven't, and if we have, we haven't. That's another 100% on that. But unfortunately, that's not the bookshop that we're actually looking for. Excuse me. Wow. So, as you can see, we have our main mission here. We still have quite a few bits, obviously, to do. Things like the Master Assassin missions, which you guys are yet to have seen. The collection of the final treasures in the Arsenale district. And obviously, as you can see, a couple of Ishak Pasha's memoir pages have also been located. So those we will be doing in a follow-up video when we've obviously completed our main run around. So making a few people jump. and getting the final few upgrades as we make our way through the streets of Constantinople. And as you can see, Genoa is now under Assassin's control. That means that particular mission that we were sending our agents off to, our recruits, has been successful.
Assassin dog! I shake in anger, knowing that...
We can afford to lose 100 out of here. So as we make our way all the way up, we come across a few, as you guys have seen before, of the ladies that like to get in our way.
Any art I've ever seen.
And hopefully here oh no, he's here. The final bookstore. So as you can see, all books are now obtained, all final maps are now obtained. All we need to do now is actually make our way to the bank. And the bank will actually tell us if we are actually missing anything. So, let's have a look at the record book. As you can see, this is a generalized summary. We've been over this many times. Shops. We have 14 of 14 banks, 15 of 15 bookshops, 14 of 15 tailor shops, which means there's a tailor shop somewhere missing, 14 of 14 doctors, and 15 of 15 blacksmiths. Now, the only tailor shop we didn't get to go to was one on Cappadocia, so that is highly possible to be the one that we are looking at. Or the Arsenale district, which is the only district we haven't really been around. As you can see, we have two mercenary buildings, a thieves building. We don't have any, as of yet, Romany buildings, because we haven't really stuck around to obviously complete those. With regards to hidden areas, or regards to specific places that we can purchase to increase our revenue, or just to purchase a specific landmark, we do have a few which we have done through game, but we haven't actually spent money to increase the amount that we actually hold.
Duty of consulting with enemies of the Empire. His whereabouts are yet to be ascertained.
But those, again, we will be doing once we have more funds.
Language fails to offer a means of describing.
So Lisbon is now under the control of the assassins. As we make our way out into the streets, as we continue to make our way to our next appointed mission, which, believe it or not, is actually just about here. And as you can see, assassin, and this is Sophia's shop. So, Prince Ahmed has threatened to harm Sophia. Find and protect her. If attacked, kill 5 guards in close combat without getting hit. Which more than likely means we're going to need to use things like smoke bombs, if we have any. So, as we start this little mission, we need to find Sophia. As you can see, Templar guards. And as we make our way through, more Templar guards. And an assassin. So, interact with the body. A knife in the back. With a note. And unfortunately, the body belongs...
You have earned your rest, brother. Requiescat in pace.
And now,
Brothers, sisters,
Ezio,
the whole
is the
city
master.
rises against us, while
Oh.
Yusuf's murderer waits and watches from the arsenal, laughing. Fight with me, and show him what it means to cross the assassins.
So as you can see, the assassins are rooftops. Find and kill Ahmet. Press L1 to use your assassin sigil. Hold for an arrow sword. The ability to kill assassins will not diminish while in the arsenal.
I'm not his escape! Get him! Get him!
So,
Now! Die!
either continually tap the L1 button to pull the assassins in, or just press and hold. As you continually hear, there are whistles, there are literally, apart from whistles, the arrows flying through the air.
Get him! Now!
But even with people trying to sneak up like these guys here, as you guys can obviously see, easily dealt with.
You suppose the next Sultan would be an easy kill? Your time has come, assassin. You have been a thorn in my side long enough, assassin.
And as you get closer,
Where is she?
Such fury.
Where is she?
If you think you are in a position to negotiate, kill me and be done with it. I am sorry it had to come to this. Two men who should be friends, quarreling over the keys to a library. We both strive for the same end, Ezio. Only our methods differ. Do you not see that? Peace, stability, a world where men live without fear. People desire the truth, yes. But even when they have it, they refuse to look. How do we fight this kind of ignorance?
Liberty can be messy, Ahmet, but it is priceless.
Of course. and when things fall apart, and the lights of civilization dim, Ezio Auditore can stand above the darkness and say proudly, I stayed true to my creed. I will open that library, and I will find the Grand Temple. And with the power that is hidden there, I will destroy the superstitions that keep men divided.
Not in this life, Ahmed.
Bring the seals to Galata Tower when you are ready. Do this, and Sophia will be spared. My brother's army will be here soon, Ezio. After that, everything changes.
So, Suleiman.
How long have you been here?
Long enough. I had Ahmed killed as soon as he returned. But I never expected to hear all this.
And what do you think?
He is a sincere man. But this Templar fantasy of his is dangerous. It flies in the face of reality. The world is a tapestry of many colors and patterns. A just leader would celebrate this, not seek to unravel it.
He fears the disorder that comes from difference.
That is why we make laws to live by. A qanun that applies to all in equal measure.
Shahzadem, stand back!
Hold, soldier! This man is not our enemy.
What a challenge it would be to have a son like you.
You are not dead yet, old friend. Ezio, spare my uncle if you can.
Would your father?
No.
So, the Arsenale now to be completed. If attack, kill 5 guards in close combat without getting hit. Well, we did get hit, so there's not a lot we can do in regards to that. So, but that arrow storm, as you guys saw, definitely came in useful. Next, as you can see, we now have another run. I'm watching Ezio run and do all this running. I have to make these guys. So, we need to find our way out of here, which is literally just here, and get rid of some of this notoriety. And as you can see, mission over. The call for our kin has expired.
I am not involved! Please, ignore me!
Stay out of my way!
Templar awareness is now down.
God, if you spare me, I will sacrifice the Google!
As we make our way across now the rooftops,
You have no reason to be up here! You will not get far! How long before you tackle?
careful, careful. So it definitely sounded like one of our assassins has taken a few heavy knocks, and it's probably sore after that last battle. But as you can see, we have another icon. It's an icon we've not seen for a while, and unfortunately an icon that has now disappeared. So, where do we head? We head for the Galata Tower. But as you can see from where we are, we have a lot of these recruit assassin sigils up and about. So, as we make our way up, and across.
You have got the wrong man, I swear!
Quick call of a few guys, and as
Fight for an honorable cause, Arkadashim, not just your life.
If I can help others as you have helped me, I most certainly will.
We have a brand new recruit, and Templars have launched an attack on Marseille and also Madrid. So, where is he? There he is.
Don't need to be shy. Come forward.
As you can see, that knife running. And my recruits very, very quickly after. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Where is Aslan? We need to leave. Eine Nöle!
See that pigeon just here.
We're losing him! I have done.
So as you can see, everything. Oh wow. And that is actually a second one of our assassins, by the sounds of it, being killed. Which means another recruit needs to be found. And as we try to work towards diminishing some of this reputation to allow us back to ground level, having to there we go, assassin. Temple Estates have returned the secret. Which is extremely handy, because with another assassin down, we kind of
He will end up dead or in a
need to
Where is our talisman? Talk or die. I'm through playing with
and a quick
You are
talk
not
with another
alone,
citizen
Arkadashim. You need not be afraid.
brings another.
Let me repay your kindness with action, assassin. If you would have me, I will join your cause.
So we now have a second recruit. A quick look at the map, and hopefully, yes, they have all gone. So, back to checking on. Sorry, ladies. Just happens you do not get in the way, you will not get hit. So, as I was saying, needing to check on our recruit. So back to the pigeon coop, as you guys can see, to check all of our missions and obviously our assassins. And as you can see, a stack of assassins at level 7. Obviously we haven't done any Master Assassin quests as of yet. We do have some okay, I was going to say skill points, but it looks like these have gone straight in at level 7. So we are just going to make these Byzantine Crimson so they follow along with everybody. Short blades and smoke bombs. This guy is going to be extremely good at diversionary tactics. So, next to our Mediterranean defense. And as we go back all the way through, where is it? No. Lisbon, Madrid. Now we need to defend this city. As you can see, 2 assassins and 98% chance of success. That'll take. We then have Marseille. As you can see, slightly stronger attack. They're all level 10. This time needing 4 assassins. So that's 6 already out of our little list in there. But that being said, we have Tunis, who we have some assassins that are going to need leveling back up, or new assassins that are going to need leveling up. So we're going to get those to do a few missions on their own. And reclaim the city. We are going to look at obviously taking Tunis over to give us a brand new city. So, that being done, as you can see, our recruits are out doing what they got to do as we make our way nearly to that 2-hour point in this video. Obviously, as I did mention right at the start, this video is going to be a lot longer than normal, which is normally around 45 minutes to an hour, because we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey coming to the channel October 2nd. As you guys know, October 5th, Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes out, but we did actually pre-order on Monday the Medusa Collector's Edition pack. So we will have that coming up. Oh. Didn't actually want to go in there.
Should not be allowed to defile our land.
It's not your land, and I'm not defiling it. These guys are definitely not giving up. See how much they like us, we've got this big distance between us. Zip lines really coming in handy.
Something about that cloak. So familiar.
You had to roll into the water, didn't you? So we have made our way all the way to the tip of the Imperial District and make our way now over to the Glata District. So, making our way, as you guys will know by now, all the way up to the Glada District. I'll try and find this right. And he's like, what the?
Can a fellow not live in peace?
And these guys are like, whoa, we gotta get out of here. I just saw a guard walk up. I'm not gonna argue. So as we make our way up,
So beautiful, it would stop the heart. Claims the bookseller,
can't remember how to get up there now.
of Finir.
Here we go.
Come down to his dockside shop.
And as you can see, crossing the wall, making our way into the Glata District itself. Come on, let's go up to the top. There we go. It's not too difficult now, is it? And we have ourselves here at the Glata Den itself. So as you can see, the main story mission itself, by the looks of things, will start just as we get into the alcove. Actually, it's just here by the looks of it. So, the exchange. Collect the massive keys and deliver them to Ahmed to save Sophia. Rescue Sophia before she loses 50% health. If any of you have had a cough that's lasted more than a week and it's come after getting a cold just recently, you guys know what I'm going through. So, the last part, hopefully, of Sequence 8, although I do know it's not, but hopefully getting close. We have collected the Masyaf keys from the Glata Den. And as you guys will see, making our way. Madrid is now under assassin control, and my brain is just take over the city. Whatever it's called. You guys know what I mean. That's why you watch this game. So, here we have our recruits.
Mentor? Now should be a time for remembrance and mourning, I know. But our enemies do not permit us that luxury. Yusuf thought highly of you, assassin. And I find no reason to second-guess this judgment. Do you have it in your heart to lead these men and women, and to maintain the dignity of our order, as Yusuf did with such passion?
It would be an honor.
Bene, I am glad. Our enemy is close. Take positions around the tower, and wait for my command.
Right. So as you guys can see, we now need to meet with Prince Ahmed.
Even Rashid himself could have treated you no better.
As we head back to the Glada district. Ezio, come on, you climb. Here we go. So here is Prince Ahmed.
Where is she?
I admire you, Ezio. But your bloodlust makes it hard to call you a friend.
Bloodlust? A strange insult from the man who ordered an attack on his own nephew.
He was to be kidnapped, Ezio, not killed.
I see. Kidnapped by the Byzantines, so that his uncle could rescue him and be heralded a hero.
More or less. Now, the keys.
First, the girl.
She's all yours.
Sophia!
Tell your men to back off. She's all yours.
Why do I have a funny feeling I have to climb the tower? Climb the tower and rescue Sophia. It's actually a task, and it says you have to climb this in less than 60 seconds. Even on a good day. I don't think that's possible. So now it doesn't look like I'm doing too bad, so I might even beat my own record. Not Christina.
Dannazione!
Teşekkürler efendim. Çok teşekkürler.
Use a parachute to reach the courtyard. So you can see where it is I'm going to. Literally just making it in time.
Are you hurt?
Not hurt, but very confused.
I did not mean to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
You're not responsible for the actions of other men.
All this will be over soon, but I need to recover what they have taken.
I do not understand what is happening. Ezio, who are these men?
Run!
So, rescue Sophia before she loses 50% health. We, as you saw, managed to literally just make it in time. So, breaking that 2-hour point, we haven't had a video this long for a little while. And we are now at end of the road. Armes is leaving the city with the 5 Masyaf keys. Catch him before he escapes. Kill 20 guards for full synchronization. So, we are going to very quickly, hopefully, make it through this.
We are close! Keep steady!
Well, you have come to see me off.
Along with the guards.
Hang on, Sophia!
Look out! Ezio!
Are you hurt, Sophia?
I don't think so.
Hold on!
Obviously. Oh no!
Ouch. Ouch.
Va bene! I am all right!
Soldiers, up ahead!
I see them!
One. Two. Come on, Sophia, get me in line. Where are we going now? Okay, not the route, not the route. Ouch.
Forgive me!
Sophia, you must be careful!
No, I know!
Steel yourself, Sophia! More soldiers!
Another one. Another one. Another one. I hope some of you guys can even count this, because I've completely lost count. Whoa.
Faster!
There's more guards coming up behind us.
I'll get the rope! What are you doing?
Sophia, where are you going?
Oh my! Please move!
Your determination will be charming. It was not so infuriating. Incompetent children! Where did you learn to fight?
So, checkpoint finally reached.
Ezio, look!
Cool thing was they failed, we didn't kill so many guards.
You have been a thorn in my side.
Ah! Oh, Ezio, I'm fine!
just like Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. It ends to a long distance ball to take out Prince Ahmed. So we definitely got a couple of good hits on each other. And as you can see, the Mafia keys.
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
I am wondering that myself.
And as you can see, the Templars.
Oh!
Or so we would think. But it's actually Ahmed's brother.
Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he? Where is the Sultan?
He stands before you, brother. Father made his choice.
Selim! Stop! Please!
So, you are the assassin. Ezio Auditore. I am Selim, Suleiman's father. He speaks quite highly of you.
He is a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
You did the right thing, Ezio. This is not your fight.
But where does one end and the next begin?
And as you see, Prince Ahmed is now dead. Suleiman's father is now Sultan. And we earned trophy priority. Although somehow we didn't manage to get the full 100% on that one, which is quite disappointing because in the amount of people.
Bill, good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look. This is crazy.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
So, as you heard, it sounds like, yep, Animus Island is starting to fall apart.
Here it comes. What is that? What's going on? This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion. What are you doing? What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live. The tales we tell ourselves! Don't do this! I'm saving you, idiot! Go!
I write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sofia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sofia is a seasoned traveler, and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister. For it is late, and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
So, with Animus Island literally destroying itself, we find ourselves with, this time, Ezio and with Sophia. As you can see, a homecoming. Ezio and Sophia have arrived at Masyaf after many weeks of travel. Time to open the library.
Come, we must hurry. Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences,
This way.
whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice.
So, as you can see, we enter
I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself,
area
and
underneath
let them
the
go.
castle at Masyaf.
To let go of all of this.
Then let go. You will not fall far.
And as you can see, this time taking a nice easy route into this hidden area. And as you can see, constellations with holes for the certain keys.
The end of the road.
Literally. So use the Masyaf keys to complete the door.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else.
So as you
Altair
can
was
see-
a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio. Those diagrams look like constellations, Ezio. Capricorn, the Eagle, the Sagittarius. Perhaps the keys belong to one of them. You have 5 keys, so they must fit a constellation with only 5 stars, no?
Of course. You are not going to go there. You will go there. ain't gonna go there. So as you can see, it's not as easy as what you'd think. Until you actually look at where you actually have to put these. That's that one. So by process of elimination, that's going to go there. And you'll say, well, that's only got 3. But theoretically, that one should go there. Well, this one has 4. So it's going to need to go here.
You had better come out of there alive.
I plan to.
So, as you can see, as it does get a little bit darker outside, you can see there's a flickering light behind us, and that's actually down to a candle we have off to the side. But before we actually make our way in, we're going to save this moment, I think, is the best way of putting it, for a second. So we're going to get a light turned on, so you guys are going to have to excuse me for un momento, and we'll be right back once we've got the light on, and it'll be a little bit brighter in here for you as well. Right, so there we go, a little bit more additional light. Actually, I know what would be another good idea. There we go. Except that is a little bit in the wrong position. Come on. There we go. So, struggling with a little bit of the light because we don't normally record at this particular point in time. But as we make our way to the end of Assassin's Creed Revelations, we have opened the vaults underneath the Masyaf castle, and we actually have an extremely dark area. So Ezio is actually using his torch to light the way with to what is the library, the area that the Templars have wanted to get to all the way through. But as you can see, lots and lots of cobwebs, no books. So some of you may say, well, what's the point in that? And as you can see, this is the only point in this entire game where you will actually find this Assassin's Creed sigil. You will not find this at any other point in any other game.
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
A very, very tattered and torn deceased.
Requiescat in pace, Altair.
And the last, the final, the 6th Masyaf key. So, as
you have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
So, as you can see, Altair is
In much
still
wisdom
himself
is much
in there.
grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
And as you can see,
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their
Altair
fall.
putting all the lights out.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who
That
were the
is
ones who
Maria.
came before? What
Not
brought them
Sophia,
here?
Maria.
How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria. If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus.
Nearly 400 years later. $48,041 Hatcher. And now, as you can see, the effects not even visible to a point, but definitely coming from somewhere.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me.
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
Taken off his hidden blade. And his sword.
I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries? Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation.
And as you can see, the sun and our sun...
They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place. It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
So, as you can see, our sun, a huge solar flare, hundreds upon thousands of years ago. There was nothing they could do about it.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned,
Much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
So, as you can see...
Wait! Look! His vitals are stabilizing! Something's happening! He's moving!
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
And he's reacting.
I know what we need to do.
And as you can see, the next trophy earned is Revelations. And 30 Ubisoft Club points. So, there we have it. 2 hours and 41 minutes. 42 minutes, for lack of a few seconds. And Assassin's Creed Revelations is now complete. One down, second one to go. So make sure you keep up with us. If you've enjoyed this, then please make sure you stay tuned for the last step in the Ezio Auditore da Firenze storyline, which will be coming up directly after we've managed to get all the way through this. I have to go take a quick break. We're going to leave this playing. If you guys have enjoyed this, please make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, join us on Facebook and Twitter, and keep up to date with everything going on at Go and Sound Games. If you guys have really enjoyed this, please leave your comments and everything down below. Even if you haven't, and the stuff you want to see on the channel, leave those down below as well, and we will make our best, or we will do our best to get these done for you. Do not forget, we do have Assassin's Creed Odyssey coming up in the next week onto the channel. So I have a lot of work to do to get that sorted. But obviously, we have to finish with Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is what we've just done. We also have Assassin's Creed Origins that we now need to try and complete in the next week. As I said, we do have stuff on pre-order, so hopefully this is going to come out a little bit sooner, and we'll have this to the channel a little bit quicker for you guys. But nonetheless, we hope you guys have enjoyed this. As I've said, leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, join us on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll catch up with you guys in another Assassin's Creed video. Take care, have fun, stay safe, happy gaming. Right guys, as you've seen, we are into the ending credits. If you have stayed for this long watching these, we do appreciate it. And we're actually going to give you guys a little sneak peek into what we do have planned coming up on the channel. Obviously, as you guys will know, we have been playing this for a little while now. If I can get a lot of the reflection off. As you can see, this is the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection. As you can see with the light refraction, let's just move that out of the way for 1 second. Off of everything and off of the screen. But as you guys can see, this is the Assassin's Creed Ezio collection, as I was saying. Contains Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and also Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is how we've been able to bring these PS3 titles to the PS4 and live streaming for you guys to do these Let's Play videos. There have been a couple of other games that we do plan on doing that we haven't had the opportunity to do. There are, to say the least, quite a few that we do plan on doing. As you guys will know, we are already in the process of doing this, Assassin's Creed Origins, which will be the next one that we finish, hopefully in the next couple of days, considering that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is out on October 5th. We do have, luckily enough, some confirmation about that PC that we were talking about. A lot of the companies that we were dealing with, they didn't want to do it, vice versa. Issues with building it, specifications required, that sort of thing. We finally got in touch with a company who basically told us, look, we don't care what the spec is, we don't care how much it's going to cost, you build a PC, you give us the specs, we will build it for you, and we will give you basically a payment plan. So I can get like a £3 computer for like £100 a month. It's going to take me roughly, the one that I was discussing with them recently, come out about £2,500, and that's like 60 to 70 quid a month. If I pay it off like £100 a month, I'll be done in 2 years. And this thing is going to be so powerful. It'll be more potent than anything you can buy brand new on the market at this moment in time. And this thing will wipe the floor with any gaming setup ever in the next 24 to 36 months. So we are currently in talks to discuss what options they can provide, and there's a high possibility in the next upcoming week or so that we guys can start bringing you a little bit of Sims. Now obviously this is a PS4 title. We do have a couple of storylines I've been trying out, seeing how things work on PS4, and I must admit I much prefer it on the PC to the PS4. But nonetheless, we also have, and you guys may have just got a quick sneak peek there, Assassin's Creed Rogue has been brought to the PS4, so that will be coming to the channel with a full Let's Play video. So if you guys are excited for that, please make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are excited for any of the titles you've seen before. And we also have, which is unfortunately still got a sticker on it, a copy of there is always more than one way to do something. So, we also have Need for Speed. We are going right back, as soon as we get our brand new computer and we've got the PS3 hooked up, right back to the Need for Speed Underground, and we will be starting that off, running through Underground, Underground 2, then running through all of the Need for Speed games, mainly because of the sneak peek information that we got handed literally about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, which confirms that at some point in 2019 we will have our brand new Need for Speed Underground game coming out. So, as you guys have heard, especially with the Need for Speed Payback game that we were playing, we kind of hope that this new Underground feature somewhere around about the gaming-wise Underground, the modification of Underground 2 and approach rate, drivability of Underground 2, the fact that they like it in Pro Street and some of the other games, but we will have to wait until 2019 to see. So we hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, please make sure you leave your comments down below, subscribe to the channel, leave your likes, and we'll see you guys in another video. Take care, have fun. Apologies the outro lasts so long, but we are going to end the video right here, as you can see, hopefully making our way towards the end of the outro itself. But if you guys have enjoyed this, please make sure that you stay ready for Assassin's Creed on the only Assassin's Creed based channel that isn't dissing the game itself and just loves the game for the fact of its sheer playability, the storylines itself, and the characters. And we will see you guys again in another video. Take care, have fun, stay safe.